Oh.
Push ain't supposed to be done?
Push pull? Huh? Get mad on you? That'll be good enough for now. Whew. See if we can set this baby up. Drag a couple chairs over here. Your elbow messed up now? Need another shot?
You're playing too much tennis.
Yeah. Playing way too much tennis. The other one there. Right here. Bring her on over. Got my custom table here. Almost fill the AC. Y'all need to let me know if that's too much air conditioning or too much noise on the AC. You hit that door over there, and I got a glare. We got the AC going on over here, so. Yep. Nope, I ain't letting that cold beer out of my sight. You still sucking that air conditioner up? All you guys gotta come over here and sit down. They got questions for you.
You don't have no questions for me.
Huh?
You don't have no questions for me.
Yeah, maybe. When's Nathan getting in a race car?
As soon as somebody puts me in one?
Yeah. Yeah. If you guys got any questions, make sure to post them here in the comments. And we'll get started here in just a second. We got about 60 people in here, so we'll let a few more roll in if there is any more. And we'll get going.
Nice throw. You're on my back part right now.
James, how's it going, buddy? Bill, how you doing? Mark? Mark's at work, but he's here. Jay Watson, how you doing? Corey, how you doing, bud? Let's see here. I'm going to turn this a little bit. Set this up a little bit better. I'm putting these guys through torture over here on this live video stuff. 77 people. All right. Larry, Phil, Bill, the shop shorts. Mike. All right. So I want to get started. The other day, actually yesterday, yesterday, we had a. But first of all, can you guys hear me? Okay. Everybody hear me? Let me know, real quick. Jeff from Australia. What time is it in Australia?
I don't know. Early?
Early? Let me know if you can hear okay, and then we'll get going. right, buddy. Oh, lucky boy. Sounds good. All right, perfect. Okay, so yesterday we had a Facebook Live, and I had a lot of good questions roll in, and actually wrote them down, and did my answers also too. So it's going to be kind of different that I actually have something planned. Usually fly by the seat of my pants. So I'm going to read those questions. I'll need to get Chase out here. He's got a couple questions too. And this could be questions for any of us: Chase, Kim, Sienna, Hecky,
Hey,
Lucky.
come on in here.
Who is that?
Come on in here, Kim.
Is she over there?
I know her.
Kim, come here.
I'll call you out every time.
Come on.
Come on in. Come on in,
You
water.
just sat here right beside me.
Oh yeah, come on in. Water's fine.
Yeah. Bring your chair over. That little that little
Don't hit that.
yeah. Bring that one over. 10:30 in the morning in Australia.
Oh, it's early.
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay, so what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna read some questions that I had the other day.
Where's the laptop?
I'm using this and my GoPro. Yep. Come on over, Kimbo. All right. So the first one that I had, Kim, do you have your phone with you? Pull up the live stream, and then you can look at the questions. If there's any pertinent as we're going, we can answer them. If anybody's asking questions about what we're doing on the question, okay? Hang on just a second. Just go to my page there. Yeah, no. First question. How do you suggest new racers find sponsors? Sponsorship. How do you suggest new racers find sponsorship? There you go. You can just go to all live chat. Okay. All right. If anything pertinent, according to the questions we're having, let me know. Kim's going to be moderating our chat. All right. New racers finding sponsorship. Y'all chime in if you got anything on these questions.
I never could find sponsorship, so I don't know.
Okay. I'll bet I... Hey,
Shoot.
it's sad. It's on the line.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, but seriously, if anything comes up, blurt it out. Now, this is my take on the sponsorship thing, because we've all had this problem. And one of the reasons that I've got this YouTube channel and everything is because of sponsorships. The other one's for the memories, of course, but what I put is, what always helps me is to sell myself. So look at it, the perspective of the sponsor. Look at their point of view. Why would I choose to sponsor this individual? What's in it for us? Look at it that way. How can you promote a product or service for a potential sponsor? The easiest suggestion I have, and when I was looking for sponsors, I had the same problem. Not every mom and pop shop or business around you is going to be willing or looking to do any sponsoring. So I broadened my horizons. And in doing that, I tried to sell myself to a company, business, to try to promote their product. At the end of the day, they want to sell products and services. So you can either be real dang good and win every race you enter, and everybody knows you that way. You're going to get sponsorship, or YouTube's free. I started a channel, and that's one major avenue how I get sponsorship. And with exposure comes people, knowing who you are and stuff like that. But the most important thing is to sell yourself. What's in it for them? How can we make this beneficial? So there's a million ways to go about that. So that's my best answer on the new new sponsorships.
And make yourself accessible.
What's that?
Make yourself accessible to the fans, because any
There you go.
fan is a potential sponsor.
Yep. Yeah, you never know who's going to be in the pits, right? So, like Nathan just said, make yourself accessible. Don't shrug nobody off. Talk to everybody, and be yourself, right? Don't be somebody you're not, because at the end of the day, you're going to be yourself. So, just be yourself from the beginning. Okay, what's the best way for a first generation racer to start racing? Was you a first generation racer? Okay, so chime in if you have anything. Here's what I've got. I'm a second generation racer, so it was a little different for me. What I would say is go to your local racetrack. Just watch the races. Go a few times. Watch the races. And come on now, Lucky. I would suggest a beginner class, whatever that may be, and just kind of walk through the pits. And let's just say you pick out a hobby stock, street stock class. Go through the pits and look at the drivers and maybe become friends with them. And if you're a little shy, that's okay. Just observe. Go through the pits. If I was getting into it for the first time, I would look in the beginner class and mainly try to see what everybody's doing. Like I said, if you're kind of person who just roll up and start talking to people, maybe make a friend like that. And if you've got buddies in the same class as you and you're new to this and you don't know what you're doing, it's the best thing to have because 2, 3, 4 heads are better than one. I mean, you're gonna have questions that need answers. So, anything?
You said just go to your local tracks, talk to people, find out what class you're interested in.
It doesn't have to be a beginner class.
Whether it's, Hornets to sprint cars or late models.
Yeah, there's plenty of guys.
If it's in the budget and you want to do it, do it.
Yep. Wouldn't you say it's a good idea to make friends with some guys that are doing what you're doing?
It definitely is. They've got the knowledge that you don't have yet, and if they're willing to help you and you can pick their brains, every bit of knowledge, take it all in.
Take it in. And
don't disregard what somebody's telling you.
Right.
Because it works for them. If you try it and it doesn't work for you, hey, you don't like that. Once you get a car, you don't like it, then you don't have to do that anymore. You go off in another direction.
Be respectful and just ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Most racers are willing to help another racer.
Especially beginners.
Especially beginners. If a guy sees another guy struggling, a lot of times they'll reach out to him, And if they don't, and you go reach out to somebody else that, has been in the game for a while, most of the time they're going to help you out. So there you go. That's the best I got for a first generation racer. What?
Age on that has a big...
True.
If you're an adult going into it, it's a little different than as say, a kid.
Yeah, people are more apt to help a kid than they are a grown man.
I mean, we started out in go-karts.
Right.
So.
Yep. And if you want us to elaborate more on that, drop some comments down below. We'll keep going. Kim's watching, so if you see anything, let me know. Okay, perfect. So this is for me. What made me get into modifieds, not late models or sprint cars? So, growing up, I watched my dad race Sportsman's, and he transitioned into late models. And of course, I always wanted to drive a late model. That's my goal still, is to hop in the late model at some point. But when it came time for me to drive, there was only one place close for us, and they didn't run late models. That's our track here at St. Francis County. And there's no way I could afford it. They run 410 sprints. There's no way I could afford to run no sprint car. So I done the most sensible thing, and we went to the B-Mod class starting out. I done this for a few reasons. First reason, me and my cousin Greg, the piece of junk 25, if you guys remember him, we became co-owners of a car, bought a car, and actually that car went to the scrap yard. And the money we made off that, we found another car, and it just all fell together. My dad was an engine builder, still is. He built the engine. Stuff just started falling together. And a lot of the parts on my dad's late model would go on a modified, J-bar mounts, rear end. There's just lots of stuff. And he had spare stuff still. He hadn't got rid of everything yet. And the cost, I mean, it's just what we could afford. So, B-Mod, you can run it anywhere. So that's how I got started. Now, eventually, maybe late models will be a thing. But okay, let's see. It says, I know you're a third generation racer, but what about before your dad? So my dad, me, and Chase. So that, I guess the question is, was there any racing in the family before my dad? Answer to that would be no. No one before my dad raced. He only started racing because a friend of his brought him to the track, and he may have helped him, but they had a mechanics race. So my dad goes out there and wins it. and from I guess that point on, that lit a fire underneath of him. And his buddy encouraged him to get a car. They may have split a car. I'm kind of fuzzy on this. I'm sure I'll get a lesson in this after the live video from Mom and Dad, but that's where it all started for him, mechanics race. You know that? No? Nope. Dave Hurt, remember him? On the possum? Yep, he was at his pits and put him in there and won the damn mechanics race. Okay, what is your favorite track you have raced on, and what is the one track you want to race on one day? Brian, do you know the answer to this?
Well, we'll probably be there like next week.
He is correct. So the favorite track of all time for me has to be the track in Benton, Missouri. And next Wednesday, they are reopened for the first time in like 9 years. 13 was the last year, wasn't it?
I think so.
9 years. It's and of all times, it's a summer nationals race. So
And the car you used to win down there.
this car right behind me was the car to beat. I don't care who you ask. That was the car to beat in the modifieds. It either broke or won, and that ain't no lie. I don't think it ever got second, other than once to Mike Savage. Yeah.
Yeah, white flag.
White flag syndrome, and I got beat by a fender, or a nose, because I don't have fenders. But anyway, that was the car to beat. Was actually leading a 2000 to win the Summer Nationals race, and got taken out by a guy. But then that guy taken out by a guy, and that guy got taken. That was a rough night. That was a rough one. Back up a little bit. So Benton, Missouri. Next Wednesday, if you want to see my favorite track, that's where to go. And I'm sure it's probably going to be on TV somewhere. Any guesses on where I'd like to race?
I know
Anybody?
one's coming up in August. I think you've been wanting to race for a while.
The one we used to go watch every November?
No?
You don't?
Where's he talking about?
Wheatland.
Yeah, Springfield. Oh, I was thinking Springfield, not Wheatland. Yeah, definitely not. That would be a good guess, but incorrect. You?
Yes.
Is it really far away?
Yep.
Somewhere in Florida?
And it's only for one reason. I'll just tell you. East Bay Raceway.
Yeah, let's close them down.
East Bay Raceway, believe it or not, is going to be closed in 2 years now, I think. Anyway, I've never raced there. Clay by the Bay. That's where I would like to race that I have never raced at. So, anybody got super late model they're willing to rent out, let me know. We'll just drive on down. All right, on the racetrack, how far ahead does a driver need to watch? New question. Now, this is my opinion. Not that this doesn't mean that this is a cut and dry guaranteed. Here's how it works. And Nathan's Grove, he could maybe comment on this too. My opinion, the best drivers look the furthest ahead. This is no easy task. Ask any driver. Many times we get caught driving off the front bumper. True champions can see the farthest ahead, in my opinion. That is what makes them great. A little bit of extra time to make a better decision. Do you agree, disagree?
I was going in the corner, I was going in, and I was looking in the middle of the corner before I even got there, and then from the middle to the exit, halfway down the straightaway coming off, and it's just, that way you see what's happening in front of you, and you can miss it.
Right. I mean, I've been guilty of driving off front bumper.
Nobody has.
Right. But yeah, so the farthest ahead that you can. Go to your Hall of Famer champion people. Anybody that is around your area that's good. I mean, that's not good, but great. Ask them that question. I'd be curious to hear what they have to say.
And the guys that always tend to miss crashes. Because they're aware of their surroundings.
They call them lucky, but are they? I think they make good decisions. I got one for Chase, but where's he?
Inside.
Text Sienna. Or come to send Chase. So I got one for Chase, but we'll save it for him because he's not here. That is all the questions that I've saved. So if y'all got anything right now, okay. I'll let Kim scroll through them and read them, and then I'll comment back on what you guys are asking. Okay, perfect. What you got? Actually, I can look at them too. Yeah. Go ahead. I'll look too.
Do you ever think about getting another car?
All right. The shop short says, do you ever think about getting another car?
I think about getting a new work car every day.
Work car?
Yeah, with the gas?
Yeah.
In your
Like
truck?
having two to work on at the same time?
Yeah. Yeah. Are we saying getting rid of this one, getting a new one, getting a whole different kind of car?
You always keep this one on you.
So here's my plan with this one, and then I'll get rid of it after this.
Pass it down
Is that your guess?
to Yeah.
I want Chase to drive this car, and after he does, then I don't care what happens to it. So until that happens, we'll always have this. It doesn't matter if it's hanging up over here on the ceiling. And yeah, everybody's always thinking about a new car, right? I was talking to my buddy Jeff Asher just a second ago at the ball game, and we were talking about sprint cars. I don't know if I got the cojones for it, but I'd try one. Late model. Yep. It's all about this, right? I know sprint cars as a roller standpoint is way cheaper than a mod roller. It's the engine. So,
And there's not much price difference between that engine and the sprint car.
right. And then you're also limited, right? So we run modifieds primarily because I can go anywhere. Of course, you got IMCA, USRA, USMTS, UMP. We run UMP, and you got to do a lot of changing to make the stuff work.
Okay. Are you going to make it to Gateway Dirt Nationals?
The answer to that all depends on if Tim Nash gets an invite. So we got to get an invite.
Oh, sorry.
You got to get an invite in order to go. So if you know anybody that can get this old boy an invite, we would go. We may or may not be building a car for that. And if nothing else, we'll take this one. Because it's a tank. It's a tank.
What if it gets
She's been
bumped?
beat down, broken, abused.
Put back together.
Ain't scared of nothing.
Okay.
I'll go if I get an invite.
What is the most you have ever won?
What is the most I've ever won? Well, I've done it 2 times, and it's $1,000. This year, the trophy's right over there. Chase, bring me that check. Big check. Just the check. So we won at Poplar Bluff Raceway. I've never won there before. Please don't knock that over. Good job. Never won there before. Won 1 heat race there. So won that this year, $1,000. And then we won a B-Mod show with my buddy Rick's car, $1,000. Most we've ever won. So I got 2 big
Come here, bud.
checks.
Come here.
All right, we got questions for you.
are nasty. Is that like a hair stuck?
All right, so while you're looking at those, come here, Chase. All right, sit right here. Got a question for you. Oh, first off, tell everybody hi. Ashinator. All right, what is your favorite kind of big cars to watch racing? Mods, sprint cars, late models?
Mod.
Huh?
Modifieds.
Tell them.
Modifieds.
Well, you gotta tell them what?
Because my dad races them.
Is that why? You like watching the modifieds?
Yeah.
What about when you're in there watching TV and you're cheering on those Superman or Jimmy Owens? You still like modifieds? All right, perfect. What are you gonna? What car would you drive when you get big if you could pick?
I'm gonna race a late model for like 1 year, and then I'm gonna race the rest modifieds.
Professionally?
Oh.
Like you'll tour around and race all kinds of different tracks? Really? Think you ever win $1 million? Like Superman? Never know.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you got for the next one, Mom?
Are you guys going to race at Fairbury this year? And is Chase also racing?
Fairbury is July 29th and 30th?
Yes.
July 29th and 30th. And from what I hear, Chase will be there too, yes. So, we planned on being at Fairbury a couple weeks ago, and Tim messed his shoulder up. So I'm hoping that heals up for this weekend. But yeah, the end of July, the 29th and 30th, the Prairie Dirt Classic is, if you can get there, get there. The Prairie Dirt Classic is the coolest race I've ever been a part of. 2-day show. Get there on Thursday. Awesome. Connection. We're down you're on the driver. It's back now. Where's that? What's up? More.
This should be next.
Sorry. Your dad's having sure you're having a good time. Guys. Fight me. Good. Also.
Still ain't working?
I don't know. It's trying, but not so much. Never had that problem. It's showing me now. Oh, are we good now? Can you all hear me? Working. We back. All right.
I gotta get chairs.
Well, huh?
Everybody
I
gotta
will.
get chairs now.
Go back to where we, ask them where we were cut off at.
All right, where were we cut off at? Does anybody know? Can somebody tell us? Let's come outside.
I got some chairs. Him got one, B.
I got one.
Still working?
Right after most you have one. Okay.
Right after what?
When Chase was talking. Oh, that was a long time ago.
What?
Crap.
When Chase was talking. Oh, the most I have one? Holy smokes. Okay, so you need to scroll back, find that question. Yeah.
Yeah, we covered a lot of stuff.
We were sitting there talking to
Oh
nobody.
yeah, nobody. So yeah, most I ever won $1,000. So glad y'all are back. I don't know what happened, but thanks YouTube and my Wi-Fi. Living out in the middle of nowhere, that's what you get. Okay. So right after
My phone's gonna go dead. By
Chase
the way.
was talking, okay, well here, use this one. Don't worry about that. Sorry, we gotta regroup. Forgot my drink.
See.
It's hot out here.
Yeah, it is. You just go bring a Milwaukee fan out.
Sorry guys, we don't talk as much as him.
I ain't gonna lie.
We're all quiet here and he's the talker.
I think that's why it works.
Don't think it ain't gonna be nice in there in a minute.
'Cause
Dad,
we're usually,
He's back.
Nope.
we're usually working on the car and he's off talking.
Yeah.
No,
That's
it
why it
can't,
works
but
out
you
so
won't be,
good.
Sorry
won't be
about
able to
the
hear me.
silence right now. We're the quiet
All right,
ones.
so
He's
what
the
is
talker.
it? Just look at the one that said, "What's the most you ever won racing?" and go right after that.
Lucky.
It only goes so far.
Yeah, well, it goes all the way to the back.
Just pick one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start somewhere. Just pick one.
I'm gonna pick the one that we were at.
Taking too long.
All right, just start right here. It says, "I am a 14-year-old driver." Sorry.
Okay. I am a 14-year-old A-mod driver. I am doing good. The top I ever placed was 3rd. I went to a cool track called Vado Speedway Park in New Mexico.
I heard of that.
That's it.
All right, well, keep it up.
Okay.
Keep
What
it up.
track conditions do you prefer, Tim? Dry slick like ice
Oh,
or
that's the one.
heavy and hammer down?
10-to-1 dry slick. When I was a kid, I did like watching that hammer down stuff because everybody was like flipping and stuff, especially the sprint cars. And it was, it was pretty cool to watch. But the technicality of the dry slick track takes all the big motors and the throttle jockeys out of it. So yeah, it brings back the true drivers, the technicality, and it's easier on equipment, harder on tires. But
Okay, how do you deal with track politics?
stay away from them. Isn't that what I said?
Yep.
Yeah, but there is times that you're going to be in the middle of it no matter what. So in that instance, I was raised to fight for what's right, and if I believe that I'm in the right, then I'm going to fight for that. I'm not going to bow down, so to speak. Right? So if I think it's right, I'm sticking with it.
Do you ever think you would drive a late model?
If somebody gave me one, I'd drive it. Yeah. The budget is not for late models around here. We're modified guys. But maybe, never know what'll happen. But maybe one day, late model will be really freaking cool. Even a sprint car. I know a guy that knows stuff about sprint cars. None of us know nothing about late models. But yeah, I'd like to wheel one of those one day. Tim Schultz said, asked something about a beer sponsor. Yeah, we're out of beer, Tim. Yep, we got to drink this dang. Look.
Question for Lucky.
Drinking Busch Light. Lucky!
Who's a good boy?
Lucky!
I think he's in the shop.
Did he get
He's in there sucking up that air.
I got the air conditioner on in the shop. It's quite nice.
Here's another one. Is B riding a chicken?
What?
I'm riding a chicken.
That's what it says.
Not last time I checked.
Last time he checked, he's not riding any chickens anytime soon.
Have you ever ran a mod light?
Nope.
How do they compare to a full-size mod?
I can't answer that.
Isn't that what Hunter runs?
Nope.
No, he runs multi.
Oh.
I drove a multi out here on the track, but never ran a mod light. Wouldn't turn an offer down.
Why'd
run
you
a mod
change your
light.
number?
The 99 was a throwback to the original number that car had on it. So, yeah, we just put the 99 back on it. I think it was bad luck, if there's such a thing.
I don't know. You got the first win at Poplar Bluff.
Well, yeah, but we'll just say it's bad luck at Farmington.
Yeah.
We may change that. New wrap coming Saturday. We will be unveiling a new wrap at Kim's Business on Point Nutrition, Farmington, Missouri, at what time?
9 a.m.
God dang, it's early.
to 1 p.m.
9 to 1, Farmington, Missouri, on Point
That
Nutrition.
is not early.
We may be a little late.
Just saying, we'll
That's
probably be
how
putting a
they
wrap
got the car
on
ready.
Saturday
That's what, I
morning.
said, that's what I said. I hope you guys have it ready before
We'll be
Saturday.
putting a wrap on Saturday morning, so
Is
it
Chase
may be
racing
like
Friday
11 to
night?
1.
Yeah.
but-
yeah, then people are going to show up and there's not going to be race cars there.
If you're lucky, if you're local, come to On Point Nutrition, downtown in Farmington, not downtown, by Harbor Freight. All the guys know where Harbor Freight's at.
White Castle.
White Castle, most people know where that's at. I know I do.
KFC.
KFC. Anyway, my car will be there with a new design. Chase's car will be there too. Chase and I will be there. Are you guys gonna be there?
We need to wake up.
Okay. Who's yawning?
I guess somebody said we need to wake up.
I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to take a nap.
Oh, I take that back. I took a nap today.
Anything else?
Hey, you were off
What do you
all
think
last
about
week.
a crate late model?
Great late model? I mean, I've watched them a lot around here. It's pretty cool. That actually, I think I'd rather get in one of them first rather than a super. But the problem is around here they don't have them no more.
Hopefully hot Carl ain't listening.
Yeah, crate motors.
Hey,
You got
604 crate, bud. Yeah. I don't have a problem with them. Lucky, they got a question
Where's
for you.
Lucky. Are you a good boy?
Who's a good boy?
Are you a good boy?
You're a good boy.
Are you done videoing?
No.
Hey, you need to
Give me
ask
5.
Chase this question again.
Chase,
Anybody.
what's your favorite cars to watch? Hold on, Lucky, go and get it. Come here.
Sit down.
But we had a problem with the video.
It was glitching.
What's your favorite class to watch? You gotta tell them.
My friends.
How come?
Because I like them and
Why do you like to watch modifieds?
because Dad drives them
Yeah,
and I like them being fast.
they're pretty fast. What do you want to drive when you get big?
Modified.
Yep. You ever want to drive late model?
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna.
What about a sprint car?
No.
Why?
Because they flip easy.
They flip easy?
Yes.
Well, don't flip it. I mean, you kind of drive a sprint car right now.
A mini one. Little bitty one.
Okay, perfect. What else?
Okay. Do you have any more white shirts left?
Not very many. What size? Whatever I have is on shopoldnumber7garage.com. Just got a whole boatload of hats in, orange and gray. 2 colors, 2 different styles.
Okay.
And some hoodies.
So
It's like
somebody
100
wants
degrees.
to know what you all do for work.
Well, I won the lottery about 20 years ago, so I don't do a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, he wishes.
It was $5, and I still got it.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
What do you do, Brian?
What? You don't like that answer?
You're goofy.
I am goofy.
What does Brian do?
Manual machinist.
Manual machinist.
He's a machinist.
What about you, Nathan?
Welder.
Welder.
He's a welder. I work at a crushed limestone rock quarry, so I can operate heavy equipment and I can break it. Mostly break it. What else?
Chad says hi. Just got off work.
Ed Murray?
Yep.
Right on. Something about Crowley's Ridge.
Isn't it his birthday?
Yes, somebody asked.
Yesterday was.
Yesterday, happy
Oh,
birthday,
happy
Chad.
late birthday.
Talked to you yesterday on the Facebook, but didn't even say happy birthday.
Where?
In that computer right there, that box. He's in there. He's in that wizard box. He's in it.
Where?
He's in it.
Where?
He's inside of that.
Where?
Chad is.
Where?
All right. So anyway, what's next?
Okay, let's see. Ever think about coming to Iowa? He says, I will gladly let you drive my Mod Light. This is Zombie Gnome.
Have I ever met you before? Have you met me? Have you watched videos? I like to tear stuff up. Iowa, yeah, not out of the question. Problem is, our work schedules suck. So I work a lot of overtime. Brian's gone a lot for work. Nathan works some overtime. It's really hard for us to do anything that involves traveling unless we all
Unless you have a plan.
kind of schedule it out. And really, like 3 to 4 hours is our max.
Depending on what part of Iowa, we can be in Iowa in 3 or 4 hours.
You just don't ever know. So that's kind of, I mean, that's why you don't see us go real far off. Say that we're going to Humboldt August 5th, which is like 5-something hours away, but I took off for it, so. I'd like to wheel a Mod Light. That'd be pretty cool. We watch them every Friday night at our local track where Chase races. They race Mod Lights. They look pretty fun. I really would like to hop in one.
Do you plan on coming back to Crowley's Ridge?
Well, no, because they're IMCA now, and I don't have an IMCA legal modified. I would like to, but yeah, I don't have a car that's legal.
Do you have an extra large white?
I can go look.
Hey, don't leave us be. We don't talk.
Just go on shopoldnumber7garage.com and see if there's a white one on there, an extra large. That'll tell you if I got it or
It'll
not.
be awkward silence.
Still think it froze again.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Except for Lucky running around.
Oh shoot.
Guess what? Look how far I can do this.
Nice.
Okay. Are you going to run Benton with the Summit Tour?
You dang right. I'll be there on Wednesday,
Hey!
the 29th.
Watch out!
That is not the 29th. What is that date?
Huh? Hey, nice.
Is that the 29th?
It was going to be on the 9th, but they moved it to the 29th.
Oh, Wednesday. I'm thinking that her deal's the 29th. Yeah, I'll be there.
Nathan!
I will be there. Can't wait to see what the old car does out down there.
Are you going to go back to number 7 or stay 99N?
You'll have to stick around to see. We're putting the new design on it this Saturday.
Hide and watch.
Hide and watch. And
Tomorrow!
if you're local, come to On Point Nutrition. That was my
Tomorrow!
foot.
Where is your biggest UMP national event?
Fairbury. Fairbury would be the biggest UMP event that for mods. It's 10,000 to win. So Fairbury, that's Casey's Mod Nationals. Sometime in September. I might be wrong about that, but normally a big show for us is $1,000. So 10,000, it's like crazy. Don't worry, Nick Hoffman will
Wow! Dad!
win it. Hey, don't waste that.
Okay. What was it like being the co-pilot of the Hornet, and would you ever drive one for a night?
Chase, quit spraying that. That was That was a lot of fun. That's the first time I've ever rode with a race car driver. And yeah, I would drive one. What I would rather do is ride in it, like with Vernon driving, Brian, Nate, somebody else drive. I would rather ride in one, just because it's so much different. But I guess if somebody walked up and said, "Hey, you want to drive this tonight?" I'd drive it. Or I'd say, "Hey, can he drive it and I can ride?" That'd be even better.
Okay. Okay. Good evening. I know nothing about dirt racing, but love to watch. I was wondering why the driver rear tire is set so far forward.
That is to do with the suspension, and whenever you apply the throttle, the way that the suspension works, it actually puts rear steer in the car and actually turns the rear end, and it lets the car go around the turn basically without scrubbing speed. And it's just the way it's made. So it's called hike, and as that chassis hikes, the left rear goes forward. So if you actually look at the cars from the back, it's pretty weird looking.
What's that mean?
I guess Kevin Palmer, I guess he just joined the old number 7 garage. We have a subscription. It's basically just some extra support for us. It's like $5 a month. So shout out to Kevin Palmer for joining our deal, and shout out to Liam for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Does it say anything on there, or did he?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
How's your shoulder feeling?
It's better. It was not good yesterday, and the physical therapist really put a lot of exercise in that thing. I probably burned 3,000 calories in my shoulder, and it was it helped it. And then we done the same today. May even did 4,500 calories in it today. So I'm feeling like Popeye with a little bit of torn rotator cuff. I think it's going to be okay though. I just need to keep working on it. We're going to find out Saturday because I'm racing. Then I drive one-handed with the messed up shoulder. We'll see.
Okay, so all you need is a carb to be IMC legal. How much those cost if you don't mind?
Well, here's the thing. You're correct. IMCA legal modified needs to be an 1 3/4 cage, which a lot of them aren't. My kryptonite was illegal. It was 1 1/2 inches. This is actually an 1 3/4 cage, but I believe you have to have steel heads, I'm pretty sure, to run an IMCA engine. Like if you run an open IMCA engine, any IMCA guys out there, it's got to be steel heads.
I think you can be aluminum heads, you just have to add weight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know USRA, that's the way
I
that
think
is.
you have to add the weight.
Like if you don't have a USRA spec engine, you have to add weight. But I think IMCA is either crate or all steel.
It might be.
And this guy that just, what's his name?
Hold on, let me find it. The zombie gnome.
Okay. You may know more than me. But from what I was understanding, they had to have steel heads and maybe even a flat tab cam. I don't remember. It was almost like our B-mod rules minus the carburetor. And as far as how much those carburetors are, I would say $800. I don't really know. I haven't really priced an IMCA legal carb. And then the body rules are a little different. We'd have to change the nose and the hood on our car too.
Okay. What's your favorite type of track? Stop and go bull ring or fast half mile?
Stop and go. That's what we grew up racing. So I've never raced a half-mile track. Big 3/8 is that Charleston track. That was a long sucker. I don't think it was a half mile, but the straightaways were 1.5 miles.
All the way.
But no, stop and go bull rings, man. That's what I like.
Is traction control illegal?
Yeah, the only traction control you're allowed is this right here. So if you got anything else, don't get caught. A lot of heavy breathing going on over there, dogs.
Okay, is your car legal to race with the USMTS modifieds? If not, what would it take to get there?
Our car will be legal. All we have to do is change the nose. The nose has to be 42 inches wide. UMP, we're allowed a little wider. So we got to shrink the nose down and run American Racer tires.
Who the heck is that?
Somebody pulling up?
Yeah. The normal car. Gray one.
Pause.
Nobody, just turn around. Come on. Buggy. Sorry. Somebody turning around the driveway. You don't get many visitors out here. So American Racer tires, got to shrink the nose down. Yep, go Chase. And then we have to, Lucky, go. We have to run either crate engine or, Lucky, you need to quit. Crate engine or a USMTS, USRA legal engine, which we actually have. Our Mullins engine is legal. So.
Are you going to come back to Charleston again?
I have it on the, here's the thing, I have the schedule for the, it's the Fall Nationals or something at Charleston. I did not know that that's not even a modified event. That's like a pure street stock event or something. That or they changed it on me, I don't know. So I have that on the schedule to go at the end of the year. But I don't have nothing to race. So I guess we'll go, but we'll be watching. And other than that, I have a lot of open dates that I haven't filled on our schedule. So I'd like to get back there, but I don't have anything set in stone other than that last race on my schedule. And you can find that on our Facebook page, Old Number 7 Garage. Just check it out. I'll pin it up on the top so you guys can see the schedule.
Okay. Where can a guy get one of those fancy beer coolers you had the other night?
Looking. Come on, Bubba.
Come out the refrigerator one?
Here, Bubba.
That's plugged in?
Probably the one in the back of the truck.
I didn't know about that.
They've been hiding and
Johnny
watching.
Golden?
Well, I mean, he was at the races Saturday.
So yeah, he...
Amazon, Johnny. I mean, I think there's about 15 different brands of them. But what he's talking about, it's a 110 or a 12 volt, and no ice ever. You don't ever need ice. And I just plug it in on the cigarette lighter hole on the truck, and it's got a real long cord, and I just run it through the door, close the door, put it in the back. I got it set on like 36 degrees. I had it, what day we go to the river? Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, what's the day, Tuesday? 4 days I've had it sitting in my truck using the battery without it running or anything. It didn't run the battery down. Still 36 degrees in there. Bees knees.
So there's a question for
Amazon. Oh yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Kim, if they would have a powder puff race, would you race it? So, I don't know. I can't answer that. I would be scared to death.
Every one would be. I mean,
I would probably make a fool out of myself.
every one of them gals out there would probably be scared.
I would make a fool out of myself, so I don't know about that.
All you gotta do is just make big circles and not little
I would
ones.
need to practice before I did that.
Just so happens we got a track.
Exactly. So maybe.
She drove
Maybe.
the go-karts.
Yeah.
I
Well, I
have
mean, well, yeah.
a race car is way different than a go-kart.
No.
It's bigger.
If nothing
bigger
else,
and
we
more
can just
horsepower.
have them push you off in high gear. You ain't even gotta worry about moving it until you get
You can
going.
drive that thing.
She's drove it
I know.
before.
We'll
That's
talk
a
you into
maybe.
it.
It's
Huh?
a
We'll talk
possibility,
you into
but
it.
I don't know.
She'd do it.
He talked me into it. Okay. Also, Tim, what's it like racing against your brother-in-law and niece?
Pretty cool deal.
Niece Haley.
Yep, Haley. I didn't ever figure that I would be racing against my niece or my brother-in-law because, heck, we raced for years, and
Maddie.
just one day he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna get a race car," and if you know Gary, he just, whoop, there he goes. He's got him a race car now. So,
Maddie.
and then to have Haley race, I've
Maddie.
raced against her a couple times this year, close battles, and she's doing pretty good. Gary likes to spin out in front of me, so hopefully I don't.
Shots fired.
Hopefully I don't get beat up for that one. I've actually spun Gary out once before too.
Take this.
But Chase, I don't want that, bud. No, it's broke. It's done for good. No, I'm poking fun at Gary, giving him a hard time. Oh.
I think it's the same one.
Liam sent us another $5, and we appreciate you, bud, very much. Shots fired, Nathan said. No, it's really cool to be able to run against family. Gary and I, if you don't know, grew up together. My dad actually raced his dad's car way back in the day. And, hey, Chase. He's stuff for
And that box of basketballs. One basketball.
Okay, Chase.
Which is that one. That
All right,
one
buddy.
Has, and then the football.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, hey, go play.
I know
Hey,
you're
listen
talking
to me.
Yeah.
Listen to
We'll
me.
see.
You're
We'll see.
you're interrupting. That's not nice. Go
We'll
home.
see, buddy.
Anyway, Gary's dad had a car. My dad raced it for years. So, and then actually he married Kim's sister. So it's a pretty cool deal.
Okay, can you say hi to Jonathan? It's Clayton Siegel's 10-year-old son.
Sure, Jonathan. What's up, buddy? Appreciate you watching
Hi,
the channel.
Jonathan. What are you doing?
Daisy was humping Lucky.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
You're fine.
Shout out to Michael Whitley.
What up, Michael?
He's a big fan.
Appreciate you.
I've been watching since July 8th of last year. He's a big fan of racing.
Right on. Well, we appreciate you tuning in.
Liam says you are his favorite race car driver and you inspire him so much.
Awesome. That's cool to hear. That's
Love
what
it.
that's what I'm here for.
That's what racing's supposed to be about.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The next generation. I know there was a lot of race car drivers that I look up to. So
Okay.
glad
We
to
got
be
a
one of
question for Nathan.
Okay.
Okay. Are you a better wrench man or a bowler?
Or what?
A bowler?
Bowler? Who asked that?
It is Brian Jolly.
Okay. I didn't know, maybe somebody we knew.
Yeah, I know him. Since I haven't bowled in
Oh, you used to bowl?
5 years, probably wrench man.
Did you used to bowl?
I've heard some bowling stories.
Well, that's cool. Aw, Ben says that your wife is so cool. Thanks, Ben.
Right on, Ben. She's the coolest. Yeah, he suck with suck ups. Yeah.
Suck up. Hey.
Brown noser.
You don't hear her when she's yelling at us in the shop.
Hey now.
She's
I'm
a slave
I'm
driver.
Not that way.
Not really.
I-55 or Farmington this weekend?
Saturday, BI-55. Farmington's closed for the fair.
What do you think of the 5-car count on Sunday at the Hell Tour in the mod class?
I think that was at Sycamore. And I'd be curious to see their mod car count on a weekly basis. I would say that that probably is a track that's not too close to anybody. It's probably pretty far away. Nick Hoffman, I guarantee he was there. I don't know if he's there or not because he's chasing points, so he had to be there.
It says,
Daisy. Yeah, I'm sure he was there chasing
he was
points.
He won it.
So,
Go figure.
yeah, I don't know about that.
And fuel prices this year are playing a major factor on a lot of guys' travel.
That's a guarantee.
just with everything.
$5-something a gallon for diesel, and
Tires.
pretty well everybody's drives a diesel pickup anymore.
Or toters or
Right.
motorhomes.
Right behind you guys is a new addition to our fleet, and it's gonna help out on some fuel mileage. So stay tuned for that video.
A lot of tracks are having to cancel because of no tires too.
Yep.
You know, a lot of guys may have burned up all their tires already and couldn't get any tires.
I would say that track probably just doesn't pull a lot of cars anyway, and that's just the way it goes sometimes. My guess. Finally starting to cool off.
Where's the piece of junk 25 been?
He's semi-retired.
Sound like you were say retarded.
Well, that too, but no.
He's
Is that what
retired.
you were going to say?
I didn't want to say that on here. You might get in trouble. So that's why I stopped myself.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to remember you're on YouTube. you know.
They like to mess with each other.
Yeah, so yeah, he's retired, living his best life, catching fish and catching up with all the other stuff he didn't have time for. So.
I mean, there's a comment, Amanda Gross, my sister. Gary said there's that one time you spun in front of him at Poplar Bluff and he saved your frame for you.
Yep.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Hey, I also spun Gary out while he was leading a heat race. But anyway, yeah, me and Gary's the same way. We like to poke fun at each other. I figured I'd just do it on live video.
Are you going to Fayette County Speedway anytime soon?
I don't know that I have any of those on the schedule, but I'll get back there. Man, I like that track a lot. I suck there.
Okay, hold on.
I suck there, but I will go. There's nothing on schedule. Best I can tell you is watch our YouTube, or this is YouTube. Watch our Facebook channel, page, Instagram, Old Number 7 Garage. We will always post where we're going each week. That way you got the heads up. Uh-oh, what? Something happened?
Somebody said their question keeps getting skipped, but is traction control illegal? You
Yes.
answered that.
Yeah, if we're missing your question, apologies. Just put something real bright in front of
Oh,
it.
here we go.
Like a kaboom or
Here we go.
something.
Is there any chance you'd be going to Sumner, Illinois for Red? I guess the Red Hill racetrack.
Sumner. That's where Craig Carter's from, isn't it?
I have no idea.
I think so. For
Red
what?
Hill racetrack. Is there any chance you'd be going there?
I don't have anything on the schedule for a Red Hill racetrack. I'll have to research the place. I'm always game for any tracks that are fairly close. We try to keep 3 to 4 hour radius, and it'll probably be a little closer with the price of fuel these days. So I'll look into it, but nothing on the schedule as of yet. Who dat? No, just go to that one. Wherever that, right there.
Thank you.
If anybody with these asks questions, you got to make sure to acknowledge them because they are part of the our fan club. Old Number 7 Nation. I don't know what you call it. It's the subscription thing you can add on. You can be on Facebook.
Oh,
So
okay.
start there, and then whoever done
It
that.
just says.
Whoever done. Hang on a minute. Who that? Delane Freeman. Here's a couple laps for you. Appreciate it very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Just
Right
says, everyone here that rubs IMCA, we should all get together
Runs.
and get. It says rubs.
Runs.
Okay. Runs IMCA, we should all get together and get him to Super Nationals.
Dude, that would be a cool one. Isn't that like 5 days or something?
Something like that.
Tim Love, where you at? I'll drive your car. Tire Demon? Tim Love's got a car. I'm pretty sure, man, I don't remember who drives that for him. He's the wheelman, whoever it is, but let me drive it this year. Maddie the Maddie.
You're gonna race to the dome.
Gonna try to race at the Dome if we get invited. Just gotta get that invite. And the Dome is literally an hour away from us. We go every year.
Be there whether the car there is there or not.
Yeah, regardless, if we don't have a car there, we will be there. I want a car there so I can sell merchandise though. Know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Because in order to sell merchandise, you have to race it. What else you got?
Rumor is that Fayette County only has the 2 summer national races and they are supposedly done for the year. Someone else is supposed to take over.
I've heard of it.
Well, I guess we could always ask Charlie. He'd probably tell us. Well, I got to get up there to see my buddy Steven and get me a steak sandwich. So, I don't know that I put either one of them Summer Nationals races on there. I hope you're wrong. Leave it at that.
Are you still coming to Florence? Kentucky?
Yep. I took off vacation. That is the 11th, 12th, and 13th, or somewhere around that. It's the weekend after August 5th and 6th. Anyway, it's 3 nights, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Never been there in my life. We're going. We're racing there. We will be there. Everybody gonna be there?
Try to be.
Okay.
Dad, look.
Okay.
I was running.
I seen you. You fell over on it and it
What's
sprayed.
the craziest thing you have witnessed during a race?
Okay. Man. The craziest thing. Let me think about that, and then let's go to the next one. I gotta think about that one.
I can think of a recent one.
Really?
Poplar Bluff. Tilly.
That would be a pretty good one. So yeah, we'll just go with that because that was pretty crazy. So our buddy Chad Tilley runs a 75 car down at Poplar Bluff. He hit a rut, did everything but flip it, and when he slammed down, it broke every bit of. Chase, you gotta be quiet. Hey Chase, you gotta be quiet, bud. They can't hear me when you're doing that. Now go on. Go over there. He broke every bit of rear suspension on his car and drove head on into the wall right there in front of me. So he's actually probably still pretty injured from that because it like compressed his spine and stuff. Like almost broke his tailbone, all kinds of stuff. So that was a pretty crazy one. And if you go back a few videos in our Poplar Bluff race, you'll see that happen. All right, Chase, watch out. Yeah, but if there's more before that, go ahead.
So, is Nick Hoffman cheating?
Here's the thing, y'all. Like him or not, Nick Hoffman's just the best damn modified driver there is right now. So everybody's gonna say he's cheating, but I bet you could put him in a 97 Dirt Works, he'd still beat you. That's my thought. Nobody likes to see a guy win a whole bunch. A lot of people didn't like Dale Earnhardt too. And that's not really a comparison, but there's a lot of guys that didn't like Dale Earnhardt because he won every freaking time. So, do you want to be the fastest him? Damn right, but spend the time to do it, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. If someone gave you a ride for the Super Nationals at Boone, would you go?
If I went, could you also offer me a job afterwards? Because I would have to probably get fired. So if said person has a race car and a good job after, lucky, Chase, quit it. A good job afterwards, I would do it. Because that's like
Is it like a long?
5, 6, 7 days worth of racing.
Oh, is it?
A lot. I don't have the time to take off from work. So, and it would be silly to just race one day, right?
What is this?
I don't know what you just did. Yeah, you can read that. Just edit that one part out. He's funny. He always says funny stuff. Hey, Chase, come here. Let me tell you something.
Okay. Island Charlie says, if I was a race car driver, I'm pretty confident my last words will be, well, beep. That didn't work.
I say that about every time I go out on the track. Whoops. Back to the drawing board.
Ever thought about getting in a late model? I answered that earlier, but
Yeah, it's just bad timing. The price of everything. Just not feasible for us right now.
so far.
That's it.
About wrap it up.
Right on. All right. Well, I guess that's gonna be it, y'all.
Got some body panels built.
Yep, we gotta get some body panels built because we gotta get a body done and a car wrapped and set up.
Before Saturday.
Nut and bolt checked
Before Friday.
Before
Friday. Because Chase may not be racing this week.
Yeah, it might not be.
So if we don't get this all done, we'll just have to pull the plug on Chase's race Friday so we can get it done. But yeah, so I guess we'll wrap her up. We appreciate y'all. Sorry for the glitchy YouTube stream there. I'll just have to remember that from here on out. But yeah, we'll yep.
Come here, Chase.
We will see you on
Thank
the
you,
next
guys.
one. Tell them bye.
Bye. Make sure you
Yeah, you
Bye.
can tell them.
make sure
Look at them though.
Do you like them?
make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I don't remember.
help
Thanks
it
for
out.
watching the Old Number 7 Garage.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching the Old Number 7 Garage.
Tim Schultz says, call me if you want to go to Fairbury for 10,000. Yep, I got your number. How did me and Brian meet?
Oh, work, right?
Yep, I worked at a place and he got hired there and we just started shooting the breeze about racing and I just started racing pretty much. And he said, well, he'd cruised for a guy before and if I ever needed a hand with anything, give me a holler. So.
And that's where their relationship started.
Kind of the same way Nathan started too, because Nathan's raced for. Tell him real quick. How you raced?
I raced go-karts as a kid.
Chase.
At 16, started racing the dirt modifieds at Farmington, St. Francis County Raceway, and raced them for 3 or 4 years, and then stepped up to the 410 sprint cars.
You raced the dirt modified?
Yep. Back when they was leafers.
Yeah, back when they were stack leaf cars.
Stack leaf
3 link
modified.
was the high-tech suspension.
So yeah, he basically same way with him. We just talking about go-karts or something one day.
Yeah.
Because I knew he raced them, and then said, "You need a hand, holler." Here we are. So we all get along real good,
And no, we're not related.
neither one of them boys are related. But
Yeah.
Same last name, but not related.
Yeah, we were waiting for that question.
yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah. Yeah, they both have the last name Higgins. So.
He's not my dad. He's not my uncle.
There's been several people think Brian was my dad.
Nope.
He would have been 12. So, well, that phone's dead now.
No, it's fine.
It's good.
It's a Samsung, bud. It ain't no iPhone.
Sam
It'll last
Sushi.
forever.
All right, guys, we appreciate you. We got to get work done, so we will see you.
Bye.
Bye bye. I don't know how to stop this thing. Hang on a minute.
Hold on.
How do you stop the live stream?
Away.